teacher friends. So I'm sitting in my car, obviously. My two boys are in karate class, and our dojo has this super small seating area for parents, and especially on Saturdays it is crazy crowded. And also my older son really hates it when I stay to watch, so sometimes I come in to watch my younger son because he really likes it, but a lot of the time it's okay with the senseis if I stay in my car, or we're in a shopping center and sometimes I run over to Target and run errands. Didn't do Target today, but I did go and get myself some coffee from the gas station. It's not wonderful, but you know, it's better than paying $6 for Starbucks coffee, which doesn't even taste that great. So I'm gonna have some coffee. And I was going to talk to you about my plan for the day. After I get my kids from the dojo, we're going to go home, and I'll probably get them something to eat. It'll be like early lunchtime. And then my younger son is going to go with me. He attends the school where I teach, so he feels real comfortable there. And it's easier on my husband when I know I'm going to go hang out at school, if I can take a kid with me so that he's only left with one child. He did say I could leave them both at home today, but my younger son is excited to go with me, so we're gonna head up to the school, and I want to show you guys around, show you my classroom. I also need to make copies for the next week. I like to get all my copies done. Right now it is pretty normal for me to be going up to school on the weekends. I told you guys before that I just started this job in January, so I've only been doing it for 2 weeks. So I'm still in that beginning of the year groove, really, for me, trying to figure things out. And one thing I really need to do today along those lines is I need to go through everything that came with the math curriculum. The math curriculum they chose is called Math Expressions. And I've heard from a lot of the teachers in my school that they don't really care for it. It's not their favorite. But it did come with a lot of resources, and the previous teacher had them still kind of in boxes and in tubs packed away in her cabinet. And so I want to go through some of those extra things. I've noticed some posters and some number lines and some different flashcard things that you can make. So I just want to go through everything, and I want to make sure that, you know, if there's some resources there available to me already that I don't need to spend money on or really go and make myself, if they're already there, I want to be using them. One thing I did get for myself, I actually got some gift cards to Target at Christmas time from students, and I used those gift cards to get myself a little Scotch laminator, and that has been awesome for getting my room set up. I've been able to make some different things for math centers because I just didn't have anything. I've taught math in the past, but it was quite a few years ago, and I've moved states twice since then. So in the moving, you know, you have to pare down stuff when you're moving across the country. So I just didn't keep all that stuff. So yeah, I need more stuff, and I'm going to look and see what's already there. I'm going to try to get the cabinets a little more organized because they're still a hot mess. And I'm going to take you guys along. So hopefully later there'll be some more exciting things to see rather than just me talking in my car. I know. So I am trying to go with kind of a neutral theme, using like burlap and stuff. So we stack our chairs every day. So there's my chair stacked, and my schedule, classroom jobs. That was started by the previous teacher, but I think I'm going to change it because there's just too many jobs. Have some little essential items over here. And then I teach math, but I have a small library of books here. This is my student supply center. I really cannot stand kids taking my supplies off my desk, so I just give them their own. and it works great that way. And then I have my choices for math centers, math by myself and math with a partner. That comes from Daily 5. They do Daily 3 math, but I'm borrowing from that. And then here's where I set up the different math things that they have access to do their centers. It's kind of a mess because I haven't been in here since Friday and I haven't tidied up. So all those orange papers down there, I don't know what they're doing. And then I have my phone. I have my phone manners because my desk is actually at the front of the room and I can't answer the phone. I never hear it in time. So I always have to have kids answer the phone. And most of them do a pretty good job. That's my walkie-talkie for when we have like recess and fire drills. I use that. I don't use this table as a small group table, which is how most people would use it. It's part of math centers, so the kids sit here to do their centers. They also use this group of tables for their choice centers. And then I have these little twosies of desks around the room. There's a 3 and a 2 over there. And then I have these 2 against the wall with bar stools. We do some choice seating in here. And all of those are for when we do stations. Those are the ones labeled with a tech for technology. So that's where they can sit to use their Chromebooks. This is my moral focus wall. We're working on perseverance. We talked about how Thomas Edison tried thousands of times to create a light bulb before he got it. So I had them do a little journal prompt on a light bulb. And so this is my teacher area. It's really small because I don't spend much time like sitting down over here. This is a mess, sorry. Doing teachery things like I'm actually using student desks over here. And then this is my podium where I have my laptop and my remote for my projector, and I have a document camera over there. So if you look, I'll try not to spin too fast. Way over there by the door is where the teacher desk is. I was not allowed to have it come out of my room. It had to stay in my room, but I don't like it. It's so big, it takes up a lot of space. So if I back up, you can see that the area I'm using as teacher space is really small. This classroom is small and we have 28 kids. So I needed to maximize space for the students and minimize space for myself. And that's fine because I really just don't spend a lot of time over there. If I'm here after school and no kids are here, I tend to use the kids' desks, or I spread a bunch of stuff out on that back table and I work back there. And that works just fine for me. My theme this year is like coffee, so we're in the math cafe. And those are the math practices written on little coffee cups. That thing right there goes with my scoreboards. So these scoreboards are how each of my blocks of math are having good behavior and competing against each other. They get plus marks and minus marks, very much like whole brain teaching. And if they win for that day, they earn a star in the box. When they fill up all the stars, they advance the level. So we just started this. Everyone is at rookie level. And when they fill up all 15 boxes with good days, their class will bump up to phenoms, and then starters, leaders, captain stars, MVPs, superstars, Hall of Famers, and living legends. And whoever is at the highest rank at the end of the year is going to get a big party. Our school also uses champs school-wide, so I have that up there. I just put up some Christmas lights just for some sparkle. I wish it went all the way around, but it doesn't. Guys, I did not clean my room at all before I started filming this. I just walked in. It's a Saturday, and it's how it was left on Friday. I have this picture that says, "Pay attention with your face." I saw that on Too Cool for Middle School's video, and I love it. So there's the Chromebook cart over there. And this that I call the hot spot, that little poster says, "Can you handle the heat?" This is where enrichment and challenge activities are going. We're working on fractions. I've been researching some different challenge activities that we could do. And then of course these are the cubbies, and the kids always leave behind their stuff, and it's kind of a mess. So part of today, you know, look at all that. We've got recess equipment over by that teacher desk. It's just a mess. We're gonna get this organized. I'll show you from the front of the room. I have these desks here that are in kind of an L, and then 3 more behind them. This is where I do, quote, small group, if you can call a small group 9 or 10 kids. When you have 28 per class, and actually I think I have 29 or 30 in one class, you don't really get small groups. But I turn the desks around backwards because these kids just shove stuff in them, and they're not their personal desks. They sit there for a little bit and then they start rotating, and then the next group of kids comes in. So they don't need to be shoving stuff in their desks. It just ends up a mess. So I have them turned around backwards. They sit behind here facing me for small group. And I like it this way because I have the whiteboard behind me, and I can work examples and have them come up, and they're just right here with me. I can roll my rolling chair out here, and actually I have a vision for this, that this front set of tables will be lowered to the floor. And I have pillows that I want to use as cushions for floor seating, and they are being housed up there right now. They're like pink, white and gray, and tan. Again, I'm trying to go with calming colors. Yeah, imagine this room filled with 28, 10, and 11-year-olds. Yikes! And there's my projector up there. So yeah, let me just show you what I'm working with today. I'm gonna go through these cabinets here, which are a giant mess of stuff. I mean, this looks absolutely horrible. I'm not a super crazy organized person, but I need more happening than this. This is not working for me. And then in these cabinets here is where there's some manipulatives and materials that came with the textbook series. And like here's a tub of stuff that I don't really know what's in it. These cards are really great. The differentiated instruction cards, I plan to use those. I think these are more whiteboards. So I just want to use everything. So I'm going to be going through that today. I started some journals for, I just made a journal page and put it on the top of some paper for now. They weren't used to having morning work or doing any journaling in the morning or even during moral focus time, so we made some journals, and then they have math folders for block 1, block 2, and block 3. And then again, I'll just kind of back up. I do love that I have 2 big windows. That's great. And again, this is what it looks like from the back. So yeah, more later. And I still have a lot of like planning and stuff on my computer and grade type stuff that I have to get done. So it's hard. There's a lot to do. I feel pretty overwhelmed most of the time, but it's gonna take some time to get my groove, and you know, just try to take it one day at a time. I know it'll get better. So I'm gonna call it a day, go inside. I have to send some emails. I need to work on some grades. It's Saturday, so I'm hoping to do something fun. Maybe we'll watch a movie and play some games together as a family, something to chill out. Tomorrow's church. I try to have some relaxing time on Sunday, but I also am gonna need to go, you know, grocery shopping and finish up grading stuff and laundry. You know, it never ends. Mom life, teacher life. But thanks for hanging out with me on this teacher thing. Hope to see you again. Please subscribe. Bye.